Hello everyone, this is Galerius. Welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. I want to see about getting this vehicle up and running, because I really want to. Since I can't use steering suspension for that, which kind of doesn't make sense, but whatever, I'm going to put the steering suspension on the wheels. I'm gonna farm carrots, because why not? I have a ton of seeds for carrots, so... Okay, part of me thinks that raids stack now. Yeah, I think raids stack. Okay. I didn't realize it before, but I do think that raids stack, because oh my god, that is not a carrot raid. That is not a carrot raid. Okay, I can't farm for like 2 or 3 days. That is a good learning thing though, because now I do know that raids do in fact stack. Well, hey, I got more metal. Are those beetroot seeds? They are. Okay, I need you. Off-road and sport cost the same? Okay then, jeez. I think the off-road would cost a bit less, or I mean the sport, since it's like shorter, but I don't know. This thing is kind of an odd shape. It's definitely not the shape that I intended it to be. It's kind of like a rectangle, but it'll work. It'll work. There are... Okay, I remember how I had my other one. Yeah, this is like a stupid setup compared to that one. I want to go check with the trader to see what it costs to buy a drill, because I'm not sure. And I want to know. Alrighty. Drill. It takes one thing of carrots. It takes one package of carrots. I want to see about getting more farmers to here. Okay, so I'm going to farm carrots. Well, I have to skip a day or two so that the raid can reset, but then I'll start farming carrots again. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can modify this vehicle in a pretty simple way so that I can get farmers. Because I don't want to use the big vehicle for it. Oh, it's raining again. That's nice. Okay. Okay. This will allow us to take farmers around. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of these. Ooh. Gotta be careful about bumps, though. But yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of these, and, see you when I'm back. Here we go. Might not take the hills too well. I just gotta be careful about it is all, I think. Yeah, look at us go. We got a gaggle of guys. I'm an engineer. Or a mechanic. I'm a mechanic. I'm heading to the mechanic station like a doofus. I got a degree in engineering, not cartography. What can I say? I don't think I even need that big hauling vehicle for the farmers. I think I can just do this whenever I need them. This is much more fuel efficient. It's much easier. I think this will be much better for getting the farmers than the thing I made. But I'll still use the hauling vehicle for packages. Let's see what all there is to buy. So I kind of forgot. I'm gonna unlock the logic gate. I'm also gonna unlock the concrete barrier. Or should I just go ahead and unlock the other logic bits? I mean, I don't need them immediately. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the big concrete barrier. I'm gonna take all these down to the research bot, see what's up with that. Or not what's up with it, but like, you know, get the research. I wonder if the roads are more slippery while it's raining. I can't tell. That's 5 durability. How much is normal concrete? Normal concrete is also 5 durability. So it's bigger, but it's not any stronger than a single block. I don't know if that's how the... Because I go off the assumption that, like, sand is 1 durability. So are those shack pieces. I go off of the sand block taking the same number of hits as that break at 1 durability. And I go... My brain works like, even if it's 5 durability and it's 1 block versus like a massive thing, I think surely those both take the same amount to break because they're both 5 durability. But I don't know if that's how that works. It might work that way, it might not work that way. I don't know. You know, I want to rework this so it doesn't look as stupid. I'll be back. Alrighty, I think that's ready to function. It's not functioning yet, but it's ready to function. Yep, this all seems to be in working order. Nice. Just need those other drills now. Alrighty. Oh my god, it turned around. If it turns this way, I swear. Maybe carrots are just that difficult. I don't remember there being this many when I found the carrots. I suck at painting, but I figure since I have a crap load of paint, might as well. And that's something I think they should add. I think they should make it to where when you paint a switch, it shows up painted in the hotbar. I think that would allow for a lot more, it would make builds a lot easier to understand the controls of. I don't know. Looks ugly, in my opinion. My opinion matters most, and I say it's ugly. Well, the seat looks kind of nice with it, but I think that's only because the black. But I don't want to do red and black, because, like, you know, it's Scrapman's thing. And I'm playing Scrap Mechanic. And am I really going to do Scrapman's thing while I'm playing Scrap Mechanic? You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I will do more to make this vehicle better in the future, but I just don't have the setup right now to be able to do that. But for now, it should be good. I need to change that to where it starts in the up position so that it doesn't freak out every time I put it on the lift, but don't want to. I'm say it outright. Don't want to right now. Okay, so even though it looks derpy, it's already faster. And that should also have reduced the fuel consumption, just switching out the wheels. It looks stupid, but that's about the only problem with it. Oh. Oh dear. I never put that... Oh, I just didn't hook it up to... Max connections. Ay caramba. Okay. Frick. Oh, well, I can just... Okie dokie. Yay. There we go. Yay. Now I can buy my 3 drills. Yay! Okie dokie. And with that, our thingy should be finished. Now, let's see how well it does at drilling. Well, that's not a good start. Okay. If I remember correctly, there were some bigger rocks over this way. Then, let's start with the ones down this way. Alrighty. Raise. I'm gonna need to upgrade those at some point, but for now it's fine. Tilt and turn on the drills. Now if you just do like that, The refinery is taking in the resources, so that's good. Okay. I do think that they really upped the resource collector's distance that it can grab, which is incredibly useful. Alrighty, I'm gonna break up the parts of this rock that I've already broken up and leave what's left of it here, because these resource collectors are full. So I'm gonna just head back to base and let them do their thing once I get all these broken down. Then, I don't know. See where the rest of the episode leads. It seems it fills up this first before it moves anything to the chest, which is really annoying. I don't like that it does that at all. Overall, other than needing to upgrade the pistons, successful creation. I mined really good. And, yeah. Successful creation. My doohickeys have never been better. Alright, let me see what I can go ahead and take out of this real quick. 500 metal. Love to see it. It's beautiful. Now, what did I need to craft that took metal? A lot of things. But I feel like there was something that I mainly wanted. Can't remember though. I'm not sure. Let's see how much fuel that took. It took not a lot. I mean, it took a bit, but like, certainly not a terrible amount. I suppose I'm only about 2 hours into my recording. Normally I go for 3. I'm going to see if I can make a mining vehicle. Not a mining vehicle, a sawmilling vehicle. Oh, I'm out of chem. Stinks, doesn't it? Let's make one of those barriers. I want to see what's up with that. I want to see how big this is. It looks kind of big, but you never know. Oh. Well, that's... That's disappointing. I don't know. I'll put it right here. Why not? There we go. My concrete barrier. Trees, the big trees, are incredibly heavy, so I'm gonna have to make this next vehicle out of concrete. I was gonna do the mining vehicle out of concrete too, but I just had more metal at the time, and why not? You know what? I'm gonna go finish up that rock formation over there. Because why not? And then after that, I need to go get some chem and some water, which the water will be easier because we're right next to water. And chem, there's some up on the hill, so I don't really need to worry about it that much. The main part that I've got to worry about is like the time that it'll take to collect that up, because as we saw earlier, it does not draw in as fast as it did in the old updates. Alrighty. Next on the list, chem, water. I have an idea for how to speed up the process of it drawing in, but I'm not sure of myself. Obvious solution is to make more pumps, which I'm also going to do, but I'm going to see if I can hook it up in such a way with logic that it will also work. As a test, I'm gonna take this over to the water before I go super duper far and just see if this setup works. I did not get a switch. No. Let me just get this set up in a way that it'll draw both sides. Now, if I do the logic like this, I'm not a logic guy at all, so I have no clue what I'm doing, but if I do that, then I have a switch here, looking into one of these, and then XNOR. I think that's the wrong. Okay, that makes them flash. So now, if I hook these in, yeah, there we go. Eureka, as one might say. Look at it go. Look at those particle effects lagging my game. And just like that, all full up. Now, let me just slap this on the back. Take this over to the homestead. I'm gonna move all this to sit over here. Center of that. Center of that. Does that work? Okay, that has worked. Now, if you want someone who can tell you how this logic stuff works, it ain't me. I don't know. All I know is that it's a good way, or at least this little setup here, is a good way to make a loop. Set that to NOR, I believe. And, oh, you don't even need a switch. You can just do that. There you go. Got resources for days coming in. Probably should have a beefier vehicle if you're just gonna do this with your main one, but so long as you're not going too far, you should be fine. And just like that, we have chem and everything else we need in our life for days. Well, for a good amount of time. I think they reduced the requirements of the concrete recipe, so that's good. Yeah, now we just have loads of concrete crafting. I think I'm gonna do a plot of potatoes. Yeah, potatoes do a lot less to the raid bar meter thingy than you'd think they would, but I don't know. Yeah. It does seem dependent on the difficulty of the raid, and after my last experience with the carrots, I don't think it is dependent on waiting. Like, it's not dependent on how many raids you've done as of recent, how difficult it is. That used to be the case, and that's why I thought it might have still been the case, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I need to go test the trees, because I know that the trees are a bit odd to work with. Sometimes they fit in a hole that you think they would, sometimes they don't. So I'm just gonna go measure one and see how it is. Alrighty, let's see this. Seems like you want a good... Yeah, it's either 5 or 6 blocks. So I think 6 is the best way to go. Which gives us an even center, which is good, because it's good. Depending on the creation, it's good. It really does depend. But for this one, it's good, because it's going to have a refine bot in the center, and those are even. I also think that it doesn't matter anymore whether they're vertical or not, because they have an increased pickup range anyways. So I'm not going to modify this and make them vertical, because it has a nice profile now. Before it was like a rectangle, except like a wrong rectangle shape for a vehicle to be. So I'm not going to mess with the mining vehicle, but for this one I will mess with it, because it is going to be a lot longer of a vehicle. It is going to be a similar setup in the back to the mining vehicle, I think, but in the front it's going to be a lot different. I'm gonna bring this out 9. What I plan to happen is for us to drive up to a tree. The tree slots into here. Something closes around it, something like tall so it doesn't tip over. And then saw blades to come out from like underneath, chew at it from below. Resources drop, get picked up by that, find, get through there, storage, yada yada. And since it doesn't really matter whether it's a saddle or a driver's seat, and I already have a driver's seat on hand, I'm just gonna use one of those. I am going to need 2 engines though. I'm gonna make it 2 blocks thick, because the more weight that we can put behind it, the better. Because those big trees that you like need saw blades to cut are heavy. You really want all the leverage you can get against them. I hate because you can't tell when they're upside down or right side up. You really can't tell. It's impossible. Other than like when they have a resource in it. I need component kits to really proceed with this. And let's go raid some structures. This will probably be like the last amount of progress that I make on this thing before the end of the episode. So, those tote bots just despawned. You see that? Whoa, a rare chest ground floor? That's weird. That is incredibly weird. That's right, I was supposed to make the dress bot. Mountable spot. Damn. Okay. They're giving out guns like candy. Jeez. Oh! Grow Lab Key 3. Alrighty then. Okay. Ooh, this one is the ice one. Oh, it tells you which seed they contain. It says this one contains banana seeds. Okay. I didn't notice that it told you which one they contain. I guess next episode I'll probably head on over to that grow lab. Do that. Well, no. Next episode, I'll work on doing more red beet growing, because I need to grow red beets for the next trader mission, and I need to get that done. And then, after that, or my brain malfunctioned. Next episode, red beets, work on tree harvester, do various stuffs. Episode after that, probably grow lab and working on that, working on whatever comes after that. More missions, more building quests. I haven't discovered any more of those in a bit. Haven't really gone far enough to. I might explore in a future episode, like just pack up on fuel and food and go out, see what the world contains. Haven't really ventured that far yet. I might need to make a better vehicle though before I do that, one with a bed on it. Such stuffs. Whoa, 2 for 1. Alrighty, as my final major act for the video, I think, not that this is the end of the video, at least not that I'm aware of at this current point in time. As my final major act of the video, I'm going to eat another pizza burger and see what perk I get. I got the feather falling one, so that's good. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Oh! Achievement! Craft 10,000 blocks, I think that said? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I did that, not my craft bot. That was me. So many loot boxes to open next episode. Oh boy. You guys sure do have a lot of concrete. Oh, we're out of sand. Or more accurately, we're out of stuff that crafts into sand. The concrete is now limited. I'm gonna take some stacks of these and just absolutely line the farm, because why not? The walls are now 5 blocks thick on all sides. Not entirely concrete, of course, but, you know. Now, I'm going to raise the walls, because they're kind of a bit too short for the tote bots. Just barely, I'm pretty sure. Okay. This feels a lot more defensible. My big old concrete slab. Alrighty. That's probably it for this video. Probably. Never know. Alrighty. This chest is now entirely a mess. Let me see if I can fix this. Sure, that's better. Yeah, there we go. I want to go ahead and put these tote bot heads on there as well. Just to show who's boss. And also add an extra layer of defense, because why not? Might as well. Not like I'm gonna use them to make music. Or even alarms. Alrighty. That is gonna be it for this video, I believe. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.